Not yet. Nobody's joined. Wait, I changed that. Why does it say the same thing? Testing for the 100th time. Whatever. I don't know. But I changed that is what I'm saying. Say something.
What'd you change it to?
Say something. I don't know.
Oh, say something. Oh.
It's weird.
I thought you were telling me to say something.
No, it's what
I got confused.
Hmm?
I got confused.
Keep an eye out. I'm gonna lean this way. I've been watching a guy on TikTok. He just sits there and does nothing. Yeah. But I
$1,000.
don't know how they could do that. I don't feel right doing that.
I don't know. It's because like how they do it is because the amount of subscribers and viewers they daily get, and that's how they're able to get a lot of money from that.
No, this guy's fairly new. He doesn't have that much.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Bun Dun. If you know who he is.
No, somebody else. All right. South Korea battles worst ever wildfires as death toll hits 26.
I'm pretty sure it isn't that deadly if we never knew about it.
Number 1, yes. Number 2, 26 in the grand scheme of thing. Yeah, it's a lot of lives lost. But 26 is not that bad. I'm just saying, it's not that bad as long as it didn't happen to you. It's only bad when it happens to you.
Damn, son.
Damn, son. I need to tighten this chair up. It always goes back too far.
Yeah.
Nope. Say hello to those people that joined.
Oh.
They stay. Jesus.
Whoopsies.
Well, that made it worse. Donate me for get me a new chair. Come on.
How am I supposed to make you get a new chair?
No, well, you need money, so donate
Yeah.
money to get a new chair. You need another chair. Okay. U.S. honeybee death hits record high as scientists scramble to find main cause.
What's a honeybee?
Yeah. How about try too much plastic in the goddamn water?
Wait, what's
Or people not having enough gardens. How about you try that?
Wait, so what's a honeybee? Is it like just the bees, right?
the
Or
bee,
like-
the
okay, so I
honeybee.
thought it was like something else.
No. Honeybee death have hit record high as the U.S. in the U.S. with the unprecedented loss of colonies, pushing many beekeepers to close to ruins. Many key beekeepers close to ruin. As scientists scramble to identify the main cause of this huge decline. Commercial beekeepers have reported losing more than 60% of their colonies
That's a lot.
on average over the winter, according to ongoing project. Oh, you fuck. Oh, I forgot. If I cuss, TikTok's gonna be freaking. Yeah. Commercial beekeepers have reported blah blah blah. Yeah, it's all your fault. Just keep getting rid of your gardens because California's on a drought. Yeah, keep getting rid of your gardens, you dumb fucks. See if you later have food to eat when there's no bees. HHS, what?
Isn't honey like good for your body too?
Honey is really good for your body, yes.
Like it gives you a lot of nutrients.
Encourage your viewers to share your lives. You're supposed to be paying attention to that.
Well, I mean, like.
Well, I mean
like,
nothing.
It's your account.
You're in charge. I understand that, but my eyes are somewhere else, and therefore that's why you're here.
And Frank.
If I had eyes to be watching it, you wouldn't be here because I'd be watching it.
Okay.
But the reason you're there is because I can't be watching it and reading at the same time. See, and every time I argue with you, people leave. Scientists find 18 million tons of white gold beneath California's Salton Sea, worth 540. We fucked up. We really fucked up.
What happened? I wasn't paying attention because something popped up there.
In 2018, I was driving through Salton Sea. And I saw a sign that said buy property for only $2,000 in Salton Sea. And I was about to do it, but then the pandemic hit, and then we didn't do it because then we were gonna get this house. And then when I had another chance to get it, the prices had gone up from $2,000 to $6,000. So that means if I would have bought a $2,000, I would have made $4,000 overnight.
What?
But I didn't do it because the opportunity passed. And now look at what we're reading. Scientists find 18 million tons of white gold beneath California's Salton Sea, worth $540 billion. We could have had some of that money. We could have had some of that money. Every opportunity, we always let it go. Salton Sea is noted as the largest lake in California and the discovery of lithium and white gold. I'm not going to say it because TikTok will provide a revolutionary find for the battery industry. A report that was published early this year, scientists have found 18 million tons of lithium was uncovered from under the surface of Salton Sea, California, which can amount to, yes.
I'm just saying hello to the people that joined.
Yeah, which can amount to $540 billion. It is noted as the largest lake in California, and the discovery of lithium or white gold will prove that a revolutionary find for the battery industry, as per report by the Daily Galaxy. However, the discovery faces some complexions, as there are chances of environmental risk and geopolitical implications. The amount of lithium discovered known now can produce batteries for almost 382 million electric vehicles, according to the report, surpassing the number of the U.S. vehicles the U.S. currently has. Which it doesn't matter because you guys don't want any more electric vehicles because you guys are mad at fucking Elon. So it doesn't matter. You guys aren't getting your electric vehicles anymore. Stupid people in California.
Where in California?
Yeah, well, those people. Not me.
You sure about that?
I am 100% sure about that. And I will not accept any cookies, so no, I won't read that article. 6 dead and a dozen rescue after tourist submarine sink off Egypt. People don't get it. People don't learn. You saw fucking 4 billionaires or millionaires, where the fuck those cunts were, implode at the bottom of the ocean, and which they lied to us for a whole week, and they said, oh, we can't find them. We don't know. They're probably still down there. We should pray for them, when they already knew that they were dead. They knew they were dead, and they told all of us, they're not dead yet. Keep them in your prayers. We're going to find those people. Yeah, well, we didn't want you to find them either way, so. Sucks to suck, nerds. Yes. Yale professor who studies fascism fleeing U.S. to work in Canada.
Damn, son.
Yeah, you could go to Canada, you freaking queer.
Never go to the little brother.
You know, back in the days when I was in high school, calling somebody a queer was offensive. Now people get excited if you call them queer. Those queers get excited about it, at least. I identify as queer. Agates. Judge renews block on Iowa laws banning books that depict sex acts from school. I don't understand why that needs to be taught in school. Baby finds man under bed after a child complains. Oh my God, I thought that was somebody making a meme or something. That was real. I saw something about that. I couldn't believe it. I was like, that's not real, because it sounds so ridiculous. It says, listen to this story, all right? Babysitter finds man under the bed after a child complains of monster. A babysitter found a man hiding under a child's bed in Kansas after a child complained about a monster being there. While trying to show the child there was nothing under the bed, the female victim came face to face with a male suspect, Barton County Sheriff Office said. An altercation ensued with the babysitter and one child was knocked over. The suspect fled and was found and arrested on the same block the next morning on Tuesday after leading deputies in a short-foot chase. The 27-year-old who once lived at the residence and had protection from abuse order to stay away from the property was booked into jail on request charges of aggravated kidnapping, among others. Other charges requested include aggravated burglary, aggravated battery, child endangerment, felony obstruction of a law enforcement officer, and violation of a protection from abuse order. Law enforcement was dispatched to the location outside of the city in Great Bend around 22:30, which is 10? No, 9? 9:30 on Monday. On Monday, 3:30 on Tuesday GMT, where the babysitter told deputies she had been putting the child to bed when he complained about a monster. The suspect is being held in county jail on a $500,000 bond.
Wait.
$5,000 and he'll get out.
Wait.
Yes.
What color was he?
Since we're talking about a babysitter.
Not the babysitter. The guy.
No, but that has a lot to do with it if you want to choose the color.
Okay.
If you want to choose the color, since we're talking about a babysitter involved, black people don't get babysitters. Hispanic people don't get babysitters. So what do you think it is? And he lived in the house too, so.
Why?
It's about white. Well, when they found him, yeah. The kid was. Where did you hear that somebody was killed? Nobody got killed in that story. Jesus. Anyways, and New Jersey police chief accuses turning department into an animal house. Did he turn into a goat too? And you guys laugh, but you guys don't understand that joke. There's a movie called Animal House, and that guy supposedly gets a surgery and he turns into an animal. And it's not a real person. Well, it's a real person, but he's an animal. And he can run on with his feet in his hand, and he runs really fast.
Well, isn't it like a minotaur?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't care about New Jersey. Who cares about New Jersey? Only people in New Jersey care about it. 6 dead, 39 rescue after tourist submarine sink in the Red Sea. Well, you know, I really don't have empathy when something bad happens to rich people. I'm just like, good.
Because they're jackasses.
Yeah, well, you know what? They really worked hard for their money.
Well, yeah, that.
But still, because, yeah. Republicans control Congress, removes funding for protecting California coast. It'll be at the bottom of the ocean whether you protect it or not. So don't worry about it. It'll be fine. And what the fuck are we protecting in the coast of California? All those fucking mansions that fucking are worth billions of dollars there? Yeah. So again, like I said, who gives a fuck? Orange County, one of California's wealthiest, see what I mean? California wealthiest coastal regions is missing out on 1 million in previously. And also, if they're one of the fucking wealthiest, why the fuck do you need government help? Why?
So
That got me dizzy. Hold on, I gotta take a second. Whew. I gotta take a second. All right. It's missing out on millions in previously promised federal funds. Why do you need federal funds if you're rich? Yeah, because you don't want to use your money, you fucking federal people. Federal funds this year as part of the my head hurt. Part of the complex cost-cutting measures enacted by national lawmakers to avert a government shutdown. So if rich people don't get their money, they're gonna shut down the government.
Damn,
We don't get
son,
money,
where'd you find
bitch. We should
this?
shut down the government for that too. The new shortfall amounts to millions of dollars lost for local and in some cases vital caves.
Hell no!
The project had previously been given the go-ahead by the divided Congress in two specific in Southern California cases. Needed funds were earmarked, whatever the fuck that means, to help shore up. These fucking people is SF Gate newspaper fucking suck at writing, dude. This is what happens when they hire stupid people based on the color of the gender you are. Meaning, if you're a girl, not a dude, because they won't hire dudes. So that's what happens. You start fucking all this stupid typos.
Wait,
I'm the one reading it wrong.
Well, isn't that just
And now money has disappeared. Good. Those rich fucks don't need their money. Yes.
Isn't that basically like sexist?
That is sexist. When you pick somebody over somebody else based on what they look like, based on their gender, creed, or whatever the fuck those weird people like to parade around. I'm a queer and I've been tough on my life. Shut the fuck up. Wildfires rage on in North and South Carolina as more firefighters arrive. You see this shit? About 3 weeks ago, I posted a video saying about how they lied about Carolina fires and that there's fires again. It looks like it. And then TikTok decided to not upload that video because they said I had zero integrity and zero authenticity, that video was not real. Even though there is fucking miles of acres burning in South Carolina when I said that was happening again. Yeah, that happened. EPA offers a way to avoid clean air rules. Well, that's interesting. You set the laws up and then you that's normal. Loopholes. Referring to a little known provision. I don't want to review your terms and conditions, bitch, because I'm not going to stay there. I'm not reading.
You sure about that?
Yes, because I'm not reading your shit no more. That's what you get. Pete Hegseth, Mike Walt, Tulsi Gabbard, and private data and password of seniors at U.S. security officials found online. Yeah, their texts leaked. Basically, they were talking shit about Yemen, saying, yeah, bomb those motherfuckers. They shouldn't have bombed us. Whoopsie daisy. And you know what? As a matter of fact, I missed the part where that's my fucking problem. What happens in fucking Palestine, Israel, and fucking Yemen. I missed the whole fucking part where that's my problem. Shit. Pennsylvania woman pays $12 for alleged Renoir artwork. That's news? Some stupid white bitch buying art for $12? That's news? Whoa. What a world. I could say that, and that cannot be true.
You remember?
That nobody had ever found it. So how did he find it if nobody had ever found it?
You wanna know what's?
No.
Wait, you want to know something?
What?
Remember about the banana that was stuck to?
Oh, that was worth like fucking $12 million and some dumbass bought it? That's money laundering.
Yeah, and what's funny is that the guy that bought it ate the banana after a couple of days later.
See what I mean? That's money laundering. And regardless if he would have ate it or not, that banana in 3 days would have been bad. Not bad, but overripe. Like brown, turned brown. You can still eat it brown. It's still good. NY County clerk refuses to file a Texas fine for doctor accused of prescribing abortion pills. Well, record 4.5 million children in poverty in the UK as cuts condemned as morality repugnant. Yeah, because worrying if those stupid muzzies have their pig or not, that's what's more important, right? Yeah. Yep. Those muzzies are ugly people. You know why? Because they get children, little girls, to marry adults. Exactly. And their excuse is because God said in the Bible.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. 5 injured, including 2 Americans in stabbing attack in Amsterdam. Oh, what people will say about muzzies is it's a religion of love and peace. Yeah, go ahead and start talking shit about Muhammad and Allah and all that they believe in. Go ahead and do that. See what happens. Oh yeah, there was a cartoon artist in France. He drew a cartoon version of Muhammad, whatever the fuck they believe in. He drew a cartoon version of that. And I think a week later, I don't know how long after that came out, was some Muslims went and put a bomb into that place. They blew it up. They killed a lot of people. Only because they made a picture of what I'm just saying, what I'm just telling you about.
Oh.
Yeah, but tell me how it's a religion of love and peace. Love and pieces of shit. That's what it is. Americans in stabbing attack in Amsterdam, police say, who cares? You shouldn't have been in Amsterdam. You should be in your fucking house. Exclusive FDA staff struggles to meet product review deadline after Doge layoffs. Well, you shouldn't have been fucking around. You shouldn't have been fucking around.
Man, shut your...
Yes. Measles. Here we go again. We haven't talked anything about measles. They haven't even said anything. Last week, I don't even think we read a single thing about measles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well.
Wait, we have?
Well, we hadn't read anything till now. Measles case confirming the person who rode Amtrak train to Washington, D.C., officials say. We should try that person as a terrorist. Mm-hmm. Stellantis offers buyout to UAW employees at more than 20 cities in Detroit and Toledo. Whatever that means. I don't know who Stellantis is and if it's important. It's probably not. It's probably another company that fucking gets money from the government and then they're taking away our money. Yeah, get to work, bitch.
Get back to work.
The world's most famous amphibian will deliver commencement speech at the University of Maryland. Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly. This is how stupid we have gotten. I don't think I've ever heard, a fucking sock puppet is going to give a fucking speech at a university.
A sock puppet?
A fucking sock puppet is going to give a speech at a university. Ha! A sock puppet. This is how smart we gotten. And people are probably like, oh my God, it's going to be whatever the frog is called. What's the frog called?
Kermit?
Yeah, that. Hey, Bert. Kermit the Frog. I hate fucking Bert. I hate that guy. Kermit the Frog addressed the 1996 graduates of the former Southampton College of Long Island University in Southampton, New York. Really? You couldn't have picked anybody more bright. You had to pick a sock puppet to come talk to all the graduates. That just tells me one thing. Everybody who's graduating is not fucking smart. They're graduating because they got paid or they did something they shouldn't have done, and that's why. University announcement speakers are often notable members of the community. See what I mean? You expect somebody that's more notable. That's not like a fucking cartoon. That's not fucking fake. This is the world we're in. Everything's fake, just so you know.
Yeah, I know.
University Commons speakers are often notable members of the community or even famous celebrities that can inspire graduates with a blend of wisdom and humor. This spring, the University of Maryland, where fucking idiots are graduating from, invited someone who is all those things and very great. What? Kermit the fucking Frog is a notable member of the community?
I don't think so.
A fucking sock puppet is a notable member of the community. Now, if you would have told me the guy that plays Kermit is going to come talk to people, now we're talking. But you're going to fucking say a fucking sock puppet is going to come fucking give a fucking speech.
Wait, what's the speech
Wow. Telling people, oh, good job, you graduated already. You did your fucking college years. You paid the college a lot of money and you went to a lot of parties and that's what you did for college. And now you're going to go start a job and expect to win fucking $50 an hour when in reality you're going to start making $60 and $70 an hour. Not exactly what they promised you. And then you're going to call somebody like me that works at a fucking electric company that probably doesn't have a degree to go turn off your stupid electricity when you can't pay it. That's what happens, really. So I'm telling you, if you guys don't need to go to college, if you become an electrician or pick a trade and you can live off of that. And I'm saying electrician and construction because now kids are pussies. They don't want to work under all over dust. They don't want to work under the sun. They don't want to work in places where it's hard. So it's either one of two things are going to happen. One of them is robots are going to take over because they're making machines to do all those jobs already. They have them.
A lot of them ended up failing.
Or people like you guys, when you guys grow up and get older, are going to become pros at something and good at something and an expert at something. And then you guys are going to be making a lot of money telling dumb fucks what to do.
Well, I mean, so
you could do that, but it takes time and it's not going to be easy, which I'd much rather you go and learn how to be an electrician because electricians make over $100,000. If you're a good electrician, you work for a good company, you're gonna make over $80 a year. That's way, way, way better than what I'm getting. Okay, so don't go to college because all you're gonna do is pay for some fucking idiot to teach you some dumb retarded shit. And then they're going to turn you into one of those blue hair bitches. Oh, you will find out when you get older.
Blue hair.
Or red hair, pink hair, whatever. A queer. That's how all those queers got made. They all got indoctrinated. Everybody who now is in college and they say, I'm a queer, I'm this, I'm that, and you're offensive because of this. Like when you cry and I yell at you and you're like, my name, yeah, shut your mouth. Anyways. Chaos. UAW Local 600 reacts to Cleveland Cliffs Dearborn Works layoff. See, another stupid union. I don't understand why people like working with unions. As if paying fucking taxes is not enough. You want to work for a union where you have to pay an extra tax? Help me make sense of that. If those people really want to help, they will go out there and fucking not charge you a fucking dime and fucking figure out a way to make money and help you at the same time. But they don't want to help you. No. They're helping their pockets. So, men arrested in Las Vegas, Tesla arson facing federal charges. That's not sad. That's funny.
Yeah,
That's what you get, you fucking weetard. A man arrested for allegedly setting Tesla vehicle on fire in Las Vegas earlier this month is now facing federal charges in an alleged Molotov cocktail attack. What? And somebody's
Molotov?
Yeah, cocktail Molotov. The U.S. Justice Department said a 36-year-old dumb fuck. Ugh. See what I mean? It's fucking China. We should blame China for this one. The U.S. Department said a 36-year-old Paul Hyung Kim. No. Let me take that back. I'm gonna blame North Korea for this one. Kim Jong Un. Excuse me? Don't you dare justify what I'm saying. Earlier this week, Kim was booked onto the Clark County Jail and initially charged with 15 counts by local authorities, including suspicion of arson, destroying personal property, or another valuing $5,000 or more, possessing, disposing of a fire device, and discharging a firearm into a vehicle, according to jail records.
Oh, hell no!
Yeah. Don't drop the soap, homie. He's in jail. Don't drop the soap.
Or
When you're older, you'll get it.
I know what it.
Federal agents tried detaining healthcare contractor at D.C. public elementary school. What the fuck? A pig!
A pig? Oh.
A pig! A pig's head and decapitated rats. A new era of intimidation dawns for journalists in Indonesia. Pig's head, that's nothing. You guys are scared of pig heads. Try going to Mexico. They live a human head on the fucking bridges. That's scary. Not a pig head. I eat that for breakfast. Come on now. Everybody could have just gotten all those pigs' head and make breakfast for that. So stop crying that you guys don't have breakfast. There's breakfast right there. They brought breakfast to you. Pig's head. Rat. Here we go. This is the good one. A strong 7.7 magnitude earthquake strikes Myanmar with tremors felt in neighboring Thailand. Now, you've never been on an earthquake that's that strong. 7.7.
Well, I know that's pretty strong.
Everything's falling. Well, not everything. Well, there's possible tsunamis going to happen, but yes.
Well, don't they live like next to the ocean?
Everybody lives next to the ocean.
Well, yeah, I know, but like, not like.
Huh? Those people are not real. That place doesn't exist. Myanmar earthquake. At least 146 killed as rescues also continue in Bangkok. Have you heard that joke yet?
Cock?
No. You know what's the capital of Thailand?
No.
They whack you in the nuts. Bangkok. We used to do that. And nobody ran to the office crying, "Hey, they're abusing me. I'm getting bullied."
Kids at my school tell teachers just because they pinch them.
See what I mean? Creating a generation of pussies. At least 144 people have died and 732 have been injured after a powerful earthquake struck Myanmar, killing at least 9 more in neighboring Thailand, where high-rise building under construction in Bangkok collapsed. The 7.7 magnitude earthquake hit central Myanmar at 12:50 p.m. local time on Friday at the depth of 10 kilometers, 6.2 miles. Its epicenter was about 11 miles from Mandalay, Myanmar's second largest city. Ming Aung Hlaing, the chief of Myanmar's junta, said, no, it's junta, said he expected the death toll to rise and urged any country, any organization to help with relief efforts, a rare request from the isolated military government. The junta said blood was in the high demands in the worst affected areas as concerns grew about how rescuers would even reach some parts of the country already enduring a widespread humanitarian crisis. Thai authorities said 8 of the 9 reported deaths happened after the high-rise building crashed to the ground, and the capital rescues are searching for another 81 people trapped in the rubble. Damage was also reported in China. It was bad. Buildings collapsed.
Damn.
Like there's a video of people in the building. Well, yeah, but you can see because there's a pool at the top, and you can see that everything moving and the water just falling out. And then there was a building just being constructed, like the article says, and it fell all the way down. And then they found some people like trying to get out, and then some kid found his mom buried under one of those rubbles.
Oh, that's sad.
He was just right there crying for her, which sucks. I've been in an earthquake that strong. Yes.
Oh yeah, you told
it's
me
not
about
fun.
it. You
All I remember was because I was at the.
yeah, you were at a grocery shop and there was like a huge earthquake happened out of nowhere and there was cracks forming on the ground.
Not on the ground. Well, yeah, no, not on the ground. I didn't see cracks on the ground. It was cracks on the buildings, and also when I came out of the store, but like say this was the corner, like the corner store was right here, right? This is the store right here, and I came out to the street, and I looked down the street. There was like a bell thing for the church that was on the other side of that corner.
And the thing was ringing?
No.
No?
Sorry, that thing was, when we came out of the store, because everything was shaking, and I looked the other way, I seen the whole thing just coming down.
Damn.
Yeah. No.
None of us were born.
This was in 2000.
18?
No.
Not 18, not 18. 8?
2000, the year 2000.
The year 2000?
Yeah, the year 2000. Damn, it's been 25 years since that.
Damn.
Back in my day. Criminologist student who murdered woman in beach attack jail for a minimum of 39 years. Well, BBC reporter arrested and deported from Turkey. Turkey.
Gobble, gobble.
They don't even have turkeys there. Thousands turned out for Turkey protests after more than 1,400 arrested. It's like, this is what I'm saying. Like, and we should care about that. Why? It's not happening to us.
Stop!
Then some people are going to say, you're heartless. Yeah, well, nobody thinks about us.
Or you.
Europe imports more Russian gas, aiding wartime economy, reports fine. Yeah. What do you think Trump's doing what he's doing? ICE detained University of Alabama doctor student as government college crackdown continues. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have been protesting for the fucking place you left. Just like all those stupid people with the Mexican flag and they go protest. Yeah, Mexico, man. Yeah, how about you go live over there then? But I bet you fucking won't because you're too fucking scared to go live over there. Israel soldier tells CBS News he was ordered to use Palestinians as human shield in Gaza. In Gaza. What?
Gas.
Ass. West Texas children treated for vitamin A toxicity as medical disinformation spreads alongside measles outbreaks. Listen, there's instructions on vitamins, there's instructions on medicines, on any type of drugs, there's instructions there for a fucking reason. If it says drink one fucking pill of vitamin A, don't go fucking drinking 20 fucking pills of vitamin A.
Or all of it.
Like anything in excess will kill you. Even water. There was a lady because they had, I think it was in Illinois, Chicago. I don't, same shit. But I think it was somewhere out there. There was on a radio station, they made a competition and they would win a Nintendo Switch if whoever drank the most amount of water without having to go pee. That girl did it. But like when the thing was almost over, she walked away because her head was hurting, so she went home and she didn't even get that. She went home, she said she was gonna take a nap. She didn't wake up. She drowned. Drowned. That's what you get for being a fucking idiot. She didn't even win the Nintendo Switch.
What's the point?
To make matters worse.
That's even worse.
Former Dell, whatever that means. Dow sinks more than 600 points. Stocks are on track for their worst quarter since 2023. Yeah, because everybody's mad that Trump is fucking finally saying America first. Utah becomes the first state to ban fluoride in public drinking water. Well,
That's gonna end up being bad.
well, you know what they say about fluoride? It blocks your pineal gland.
What's that?
No,
Okay, I was getting confused.
pineal gland is not in your wiener.
What is it then? I don't know.
Your pineal gland is your third eye. Yes.
Oh.
Activated.
It's supposed.
It was
it's
because of the
supposedly
name that
calcifies.
sounded like
it.
it.
Supposedly calcifies what your pineal gland is able to do. Reynolds skips the uni ribbon cutting for applied engineer building as protest draws hundreds. 66-year-old woman welcomes 10th child, her 8th since turning 53. God damn, you old bitch, sit your ass down.
Damn.
Woman arrested after miscarriage in Georgia under abortion law. Well, you shouldn't have miscarriaged.
What's that?
She lost her child. It wasn't. Well, it could have been her fault. It could not have been her fault. But in that state, abortions are not allowed no matter what. So. Because they're really religious and they're thinking about life. And
No, they're
what
not.
the Bible says, thou shalt not kill.
They're for sure not.
The amendments. There's 10 amendments that you don't even know that you need to.
The Bill of Rights.
Nope. That's a whole different story. Amendments. I'm talking about religion.
There's religion's amendment.
There is one. Thou shalt not kill.
Stank.
Thou shalt not lie. That's another one.
Thou shalt not lie.
Lie.
Oh, lie.
Thou shalt not.
Measles. Who cares? It's not us. Measles. Who cares? It's not us. It's 2 articles about measles as if it's that important.
It's not important.
Yeah, no, yeah, it is.
Then why are you saying it's not?
Why do I say anything that I say?
Because it's not.
Elon Musk XAI buys social media platform X for 40. This is news. This clearly didn't happen in 2022.
What happened?
Better stop. Transactions in all stock deal. Deal is 45 billion price tag. Includes 12 billions in debt. XAI valued 80 billion integrated could make training Grok easier. Grok. Is it Grok or Grok?
Grok.
I think you're right. It's Grok.
Grok.
US, it's GRUK. Okay.
Wait, GRU,
Okay.
Okay.
U.S. turns to Europe for eggs to ease prices at home, but so far comes up empty-handed. These bitches think we're dying to get their eggs. We don't want your stupid European eggs. We don't want your stupid, dirty, pooped eggs because you guys don't wash them. I don't wash your eggs because it's got a protective layer. But they do have a protective layer. Shut up.
Pretty sure ostrich has.
The U.S. government is on international egg hunt, seeking exports from countries in Europe and elsewhere to ease the severe shortage that has caused egg prices at grocery stores to hit record highs. Yeah, if fucking Biden wouldn't have had them kill all the fucking chickens, we would be okay. But no, that's what you guys wanted everybody to vote for. People who killed all the chickens for no goddamn fucking reason. Now we don't have eggs. And you know what? Germany, Italy, Poland, and Sweden, we don't want your fucking eggs. Or among the way, we probably do need them though. The nations of the U.S. Department of Agriculture approach, to address the shortage brought on by a bird flu outbreak, according to European industry groups. No. You know, meat used to be cheap too.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's been cheap for a while.
And what happened was,
You're finally looking at the camera for TikTok for once.
it's because the phone was overheating. Click at the top of the screen and pull it down, like you're pulling down the thing on your phone, because I want to see where the battery is at. I won't do it.
No.
Well, that's fine. Keep an eye when it says low battery. It'll tell us low battery.
Alright.
Okay. Anyways.
It's low. Disconnect.
Anyways, okay. That's better. Anyways, what was I saying?
Meat was cheap.
Oh, meat used to be cheaper.
Wasn't it
But guess what they came out with saying?
What?
Oh, there's a mad cow disease. Mad cows go crazy and then die.
Totally.
You sure about that?
Yes. The thing that was happening was stupid farmers were feeding cow meat.
What?
Cannibals.
Exactly.
So that's what made them crazy?
And that's where they got the mad cow disease from. Because cows were cannibalizing cows. They were feeding them cows, and then cows would, get an infection or something.
This is actually the world that we're in right now. That dumb.
It gets stupider. It gets even more stupider. Elon Musk sued by Wisconsin Attorney General ahead of state election. CBS Minnesota. You ain't winning shit. Russians research a harbor. Why are we talking about Russians and harbor at the same fucking sentence? Being held after failing to declare frog embryos at customs. Oh, that's a terrorist. We should put her in jail. Here we go. Panama Canal's port sale has been put on hold by Chinese regulators. Wait, I thought the U.S. took it from China. What the fuck happened there? It says Chinese antitrust regulators have investigating a U.S. consumption deal for 2 ports in the Panama Canal zone, reportedly delaying the deal's closing that was originally set for next week. President Donald Trump has incorrectly claimed China controls. What the fuck did I just read? Panama Canal port sale has been put on hold by Chinese regulators. What does that mean? Doesn't that mean that China controls and regulates the shit? Again, Panama Canal port sale has been put on hold by Chinese regulators. And let me read this other fucking sentence. President Donald Trump has incorrectly claimed China controls the Panama Canal. Forget about that and listen to what I'm saying. Listen to this very closely. Panama Canal port sale has been put on hold by Chinese regulators.
So
if China doesn't control it, then why the fuck should China put it on hold? Listen to this line. President Donald Trump has incorrectly claimed China controls the Panama Canal.
So Trump told them.
So you're saying Trump's right, but then you're saying Trump's not right.
Huh?
The deal led by BlackRock, the world's largest. That's another piece of shit company.
I guess you were right.
Asset manager with the enormous pool of 11.6 trillion in assets was announced earlier this month and was widely viewed as a way to ease tension in the region. BlackRock agreed to lead a group that would buy Hong Kong's firm. And it's not controlled by China. Oh my God.
I guess you're right. This world can't get
Control interest in 48 report. No, because this is fucking CNN. And CNN is like, anything Trump does, oh, that's not true. That's not true. And like they are also saying that the tariffs that he's putting on Mexico are not good for the U.S. Well, why the fuck not? So what they did was they put tariffs on China. So China was like, oh, okay, well, we're not going to pay the tariffs. So we're going to send our stuff to Mexico and you're going to buy the stuff from us in Mexico. So we're avoiding no tariffs because Mexico didn't get tariffs. So now what did the U.S. do? The U.S. came back and said, well, guess what? Since the U.S. is helping you sell your shit here with us, guess what we're going to do? We're going to put tariffs on Mexico if Mexico doesn't fix that shit. And that's why they're all mad. That's what in the same shit with Canada. Same shit. Same shit with Europe. Same shit. Guess who owns a lot of the farmland in the U.S.? China and the fucking Saudis, and the one that owns the most is stupid fucking, what's his name?
Putin?
Gates. Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
And Bill Gates just wants to fucking make and genetically modify food to feed everybody.
Nah.
It'll make your gooch smaller, and it'll turn you into a trans because he's gonna be feeding you microplastics.
He's trying to turn us trans.
So if you're trying to turn into a trans, keep eating your microplastics. Elon Musk must face Twitter shareholders' lawsuit over alleged security fraud. They're really going after Elon just because of what he's doing. Andrew Tate sued by ex-girlfriend for alleged again. Didn't they fucking resolve this shit already? God, they're really trying to put him in jail for saying stop being bitches, be a man. That should be my message from now on. Don't be a bitch, be a man. I got a Bugatti. Collision warning sounds in cockpit of Delta plane due to close calls with Air Force jet near Reagan National Airport. Yeah, keep hiring your stupid people who you hire just because of what they are. Yeah, keep hiring them. Top vaccine officials forced out of the FDA. Is fucking Fauci still gonna be there? No, he's retarded already.
He became one?
Retired, but we'll call that retarded. Blackpool, well, he's not really that retarded. He's not really that retarded because he left with a lot of money. A lot of the US, a lot of taxpayers' money. And he was experimenting on dogs, on beagles, puppies. They would cut their vocal cords and they would put their face in a box full of, I believe, fruit flies, so that the fruit flies could eat their face. And they would cut the vocal cords in the puppies so the puppies wouldn't cry.
Aww.
Because he's a fucking animal. That's why.
Okay, cute.
He's a piece of shit. That's why. They did that to beagles. At least 3. Snoopy's a beagle?
Wait,
I didn't know that. What?
He's a beagle?
What? I didn't know that. Well, Snoopy's a beagle. If you didn't know, now you know. At least 3 people dead, hundreds rescued after a severe storm floods streets of South Texas. That happened today, people.
I still can't believe Frank said Snoopy beagle.
I didn't know that. At least 3 people dead. Drenching rain along the Texas-Mexico border led up Friday, but rescues were still ongoing a day after severe storms trapped residents in their homes, forced drivers to abandon their vehicles on flooded roads, and shut down the airport. At least 3 people died. You know, I never really understood how the fuck do you get caught in a fucking flood? Do you not see the water fucking rising?
Well, I was going to say it was probably because the 3 people that died are dummies.
Maybe. But if they die, we don't call them. Well, we do, but call them dummies. But I don't understand how people get caught in floods. Like, that's the most stupidest shit to get caught in. Like, do you not fucking see the water rising?
This is what I think they're thinking. I think they're thinking like, oh, is the water decreasing because it's going up?
Well, they're thinking something not smart, and that sounds like what they're thinking. Hidalgo County officials said in a statement that they did not immediately have more information about the 3 deaths. Oh, that's what we're talking about. Three deaths except that they involve law enforcement efforts. See, police died trying to save stupid people. So next time someone gets arrested, when they tell them get the fuck out of there or we're gonna arrest you, don't be fucking crying because this motherfucker doesn't want to die. That's why they're arresting your ass so that they don't die and you're not in danger and they don't have to put themselves in danger to save your dumbass out of the water.
So those people
to save your dumbass that didn't realize that the fucking water was rising.
So those 3 people were police officers?
No, well, some of them said, hold on, we'll read. And Hurlington officials said their city received more than 21 inches of rain this week, with the heaviest rainfall on Thursday causing severe floodings that had authorities rescuing more than 200 residents, with other 200 people still waiting to be rescued. This, of course, has been prehistoric or challenging even for the city, but Harling is strong. We've faced adversity before and we will get through this together, Major Norma Sepulveda said on Friday afternoon news conference. You know what you guys haven't come through from? How the U.S. took that land. Ha! Get it back, bitch. Only because people are crying, don't forget that this land belonged to Mexico. Fix that. I didn't.
I never knew that.
I never knew that. Heath says younger brother is serving in a key role of Leo Sons and senior advisor inside the Pentagon.
There's in the Pentagon. There's a McDonald's.
Huh?
In the Pentagon, there's a McDonald's.
Yeah, because Trump's there. He loves McDonald's. Fat
100
fuck.
Big Macs a day.
Yeah. He loves that plastic me. He's gonna turn into a trans watch. I'm telling you, give him a couple more years. It's the same shit that happened to Bruce Jenner. Don't be dead naming that agate. Bruce Jenner is a guy who in the 70s he was an All-American Olympic. He was an All-American male Olympic.
So everything.
He was the epitome of what a man was. I think they made him the man of the year or some shit like that too. Okay? In 2010, 11, 12, I don't know when, one of those years, not that long ago, less than 10 years ago. He was driving, I don't know, I think he was drunk or something over there in Hollywood and he ran over a lady. He backed up into her and he killed her. All the news were talking about how he had killed somebody. A week later, guess what? Oh, transitioning into a woman because I'm a really traditional woman. And he transitioned into a woman and the news wasn't even talking about how he had killed somebody. They just started talking about he transitioned somebody and everybody else forgot how he had just killed someone.
He lost all that fame.
No, he got even more famous because of yes. Yes. So that's how fucking Bruce Jenner became Caitlyn Jenner. Which
That's really dumb.
his boat got full of water. That's a Salvadorian expression meaning he turned into a freaking person of different taste.
I wanted to say it.
Because TikTok's gonna TikTok and YouTube. If I keep saying that, I just think they're gonna be like somebody's gonna be like he's being offensive.
Well, I'd say TikTok.
I care. I'm trying to make money off this bitch.
I think TikTok has more babies than.
Yeah, TikTok has more bitches. If that's what you're trying to say, yes. We test TikTok here. See, they left. People only stay for a second. Faggots. Honeybee colonies in the United States are projected to decline by up to 70% in 2025. Entomologist at Washington State University. Yeah, motherfuckers, I can't do it all on my own. I fucking keep planting trees in my house so that there's enough fucking food for the bees, and you fucks are not. Stupid ass.
I mean, we have a ton of bees right there that just sit there. And
Well,
get
that's
our
why I
honey.
tell you every time I see a bee on the floor, I don't kill it. I'm not a piece of shit. I pick it up and put it on the tree and leave it there.
So am I a piece of shit?
Yeah, you are. Don't be
Oh.
killing bees.
All right.
Why? If there's no bees, there's no food. They're the only ones. Them and fucking the small birds. What are they called?
Hummingbirds.
Hummingbirds. Them and hummingbirds are the ones that spread all the pollen into every other plant.
Yeah, so it gets.
They're the only ones doing it. We're not doing it. As a matter of fact, people aren't even planting flowers, fruits, or anything for that matter.
Well, I mean, I don't even.
Look around. Look at all the houses around here. How many houses do you see with fruit trees?
Well, besides the one our neighbor in front of
But
us.
how many is what I'm saying.
None.
I think we're the ones that have more trees in our front yards. Most of them are fruit trees.
Which are usually fruits and good. for
fruits
sure.
and flowers.
Well, I wish we had a tree in the middle of the front yard, so like, it's shade.
Yeah. Oh, well, they dropped all the leaves because it's winter, but it should be
Coming up.
coming
soon.
into season. And I should give at least one or two. It already gave an apple last year.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Wait, what about pomegranates?
The pomegranates, they won't be ready till next year
Damn.
because the tree's too small still.
Oh yeah.
Plant trees, motherfuckers. The bees are dying.
You hear that, little man? Yeah, you
Airman who was shot down in prison in Japan during World War II accounted for. That was years ago. You guys are still crying over that shit? Red Cross gravely concerned for 9 missing medics in Gaza. How about not be at a place where there's war? That does help not go missing. Private groups work to identify and report student protesters for possible deportation. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about. Why the fuck, if you know you have gotten an opportunity to be here, why the fuck are you going to go protest and stick your nose where you don't fucking supposed to be? And on top of that, you're protesting the stupid place that you left. Help me make sense of that. It's like me saying here, like fucking trying to say here, like say, oh, Tampa is way better than the U.S. Yeah, things might be getting better now, for now, but what happens when that guy leaves the presidency? Yeah, nobody's talking about that. Maybe. I won't completely say no.
Well, because he didn't like it though at the time though too.
Well, it was too many fucking pieces of shit. Oh, it's my head. It's my head. I like being in a gang with a bunch of guys together in the same room.
Well, that's
called being gay.
what my school does.
You know where sagging the pants comes from? I already told you, don't say nothing yet.
Okay.
Sagging the pants comes from jails. That means if you sag your pants in jail, you're letting other guys know that you're available for them to take you however they want. Kiss you in the back of your neck, another dude. That's what it's allowing them.
Yeah, because
So if you sag your pants, that's what you're telling people. Hey, I'm ready for you. Come kiss me in the back of the neck.
There's a lot of kids at my school that sag like really big.
Yeah, that's because they're telling everybody, I'm gay and I want it, and kiss me in the back of the neck when you do
I've
it.
seen one got the treatment.
The treatment? What do you mean the treatment?
The
Well, say it.
no, I don't want to like.
It doesn't
TikTok
matter.
it.
Say it. You don't
Raised.
say. Oh yeah. Say great, but when you say that, because fucking TikTok, yeah, whatever. Taking advantage of someone in the way you'll find. Don't worry. Don't ask what to just.
Oh, you want me to put in like simple terms
No,
for him?
don't.
Okay.
Harvard dismissed leaders of Center for Middle Eastern Studies. Why the fuck do I want to learn about the Middle East? If it doesn't have anything to do with Jesus, I really don't give a fuck
You
about
sure
the Middle
about that?
East. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Damn, son.
White House Correspondent Association Council plans to have a comedian headlined. Oh, this is bullshit. Last year they were crying that Biden didn't show up for the fucking roast of the president, and now you're not gonna have a roast for the president. Oh, you know why? Because they're being wary again. Because Trump had a comedian and everybody, he said that Puerto Rico was an island full of trash. Well, it is because they have a trash problem. But also, they live next to a fucking garbage patch in the fucking ocean, too, which is surrounded by it.
Which spreads up almost around the size of an island.
That's what, that's why they're not going to have a, because it's Tony's fault. It's Tony Hinchcliffe's fault. The Kill Tony guy.
Oh,
it's his fault because he made a joke at the Trump rally. He made a joke about that. That's why they're not gonna do it.
It probably pissed off a lot of people. Then.
It definitely pissed off a lot of people.
Oh.
It's like I said, pussies.
Oh, by the way, we're an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah, what time do we stop?
An hour 10.
30.
30.
9:30. Meat packing plants workers worried over USDA allowing faster line speeds. No, what they're crying about is that your boss is going to tell you, hurry the fuck up and get those orders out. And I know this place. I worked there when it was a different company, so I know what they're talking about.
Which company?
It's called JBS, but before it was called hold on, I'm searching my files. It's called Fresh and Easy. That's what it was called. It was called Fresh and Easy, yeah. Workers of Minnesota meat processing plant are worried about increased production line speeds causing injuries and food safety issues. Hurry up! Move your hands, bitch! Now, if you work at a place like this, they'll only pay you like, if you're lucky, $18, $20. If you're lucky, $20 an hour. If you're lucky. But if you work at a place like this for 20 years and you leave and then you go work at another place, what are you going to work at another place? You don't have experience in that unless you go work at another meat company. And even then, 20 years, they'll only pay you $20 an hour. Now, if you're an electrician and you've been doing electrician for 20 years, you best believe you're going to be making money. So, I'm telling you guys, you don't necessarily have to go to college to be successful. And also, being successful means a lot of different things to different people. Keep that in mind.
Child center usually comes to class for like 2 months once, and usually they talk about college and say something about how college will make you successful.
Fuck no, it's not. Fuck no, it's not.
No, yeah, a lot of teachers at my school say that.
What it's gonna make you do is get in debt. That's for sure.
Because you got to pay a lot
Now,
of money.
if you're gonna be a doctor, yeah, go to college. Go. But make sure you finish all those 8 years so that you become a doctor. Otherwise, you're gonna be in debt thousands of dollars. And if you do bankruptcy, usually anything, a house, a car, you buy, you lose it, and you do bankruptcy, you can clear that out. But a college loan, no matter what, you die, someone has to pay that. Your kids have to pay that if you didn't pay it.
Kids.
Until it's done paying. But every year it keeps growing, the amount you owe.
So then, let's say if it started off with $5,000.
Inflation, they add all that to it, but it makes no sense why to add it. It's not like they're gonna give you any better education.
Wait, so let's say it started from the 2000s, and then you have $5,000 in the.
You're probably over $100,000 by now.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. There's people that are getting a Social Security check, which is your retirement money, and they're getting money from school deducted from their retirement money because they're not done paying that loan. So college is whatever your fucking teacher said. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, there's a couple kids that in my class want to be a lawyer, doctor.
Well, if you want to be a lawyer, yeah, go to school. Yes, go. If you're going to be a lawyer and you're going to do 8 years of school, or you want to do 8 years of an electrician and then be probably making more than what a lawyer makes. If you go work at the right company. If you go work at a regular company, you won't be making more than $60,000, $50,000, $70,000 a year. But if you go work for what is it, SCE, which is Southern California Electric Company, I think it is called that. But Edison, Southern California Edison. If you work for them, you're making money. Because they own everything that has to do with electricity.
So us.
Well, the electricity that we get here, we get it from them.
Wait, so then how
So
much?
those people make a lot of money.
So if it started from 2015, then how much would you say you'd be able to make from now?
If you were an electrician, if I would have been doing it for 10 years already, I'd probably be bidding fucking over, like I'm telling you, $70,000 probably. And we'd be more comfortable than with what I'm getting now.
But I actually like it.
We're pretty comfortable where we are, but I mean,
More
it's not
comfortable.
bad, but it could be better. But that's what I'm telling you. You don't have to go to college. Whatever your teacher is sticking in your head and saying, oh, you have to go to college to be successful.
Also, for some reason,
No, you
we have
don't.
to support College Day.
No, you won't. Fucking supporting college for what? They get paid a lot of money. They get money from the federal government. They get money from every single student. And yet they want people to go fucking give their fucking time. That's fucking stupid. You're getting money from everywhere. So no. That's why I keep telling you guys. If you're not going to be a doctor or something that requires real college studies, then you're not going to go to college. Other than that, you're just going to go fuck off and just do something dumb, get in trouble or some shit, or even get addicted to drugs or get addicted to drinking, because that's what most of them do.
That's why most of them are teens.
That's people choose colleges because of how much parties there are at certain colleges.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me if you're going to get anything out of that.
Nothing.
You could choose to go to any party when you don't go to college. But as long as you're responsible. Listen, this is how responsible and dumb I was. I would go to parties, get 1 probably hour of sleep, sometimes nothing, and I would go to work. That's how responsible you got to be. If you're going to fuck off, you better be responsible when it comes time to work. And that's what I'm saying. That's fine if you go to parties, but you know if you have work tomorrow, your ass better be at work on time and ready to work. I don't give a shit if you're tired or not. If you're tired, it's on you. That's why you know how you tell me, oh, I got to go to sleep later today because I got school tomorrow. But no, because then you're going to get into that habit. It's like, oh, I can do it today. That's not a problem. That's why I keep pushing you to follow the schedule that we give you. So that way you learn to be responsible for that.
Specific times.
Yes, because if you decide, like when you're older, if you decide to go to a party on a Friday night, but you know you have work on a Saturday, you're not going to be a bitch and be like, I'm not going to go to work. I'm tired. No, you chose to go to that party. You chose to be that tired. So now your ass better do what your responsibility is, which is get to work.
Well, yeah, the white kids in my class get to stay up until whatever they want, like 10. The weird thing is they're all white.
Listen, okay, you have to understand the importance of sleeping. Sleeping is really, really important. When you sleep is when your cells are repairing themselves.
Like, could they just like reboot?
Anything bad that you had, anything that could get you sick, they repair all that, your cells.
Hold on, I gotta cut it.
If you're not getting enough sleep, your cells are not repairing themselves.
Oh, that's funny because I.
So, and also, let me finish my thought because you make me lose my train of thought. And also, think of it like this, right? Think of it as if, every week the trash comes, right? Yeah. Say we decide not to take the trash out for a month.
Oh, that's
For say a year. Let's say a year, so it can build up a pile of trash, right? It's going to be a mountain of trash, right? We could take out the trash the Monday the next year. The Thursday the next year, right? We could take it out. And is the trash can going to take everything, or is it only going to take what it can? It's only going to take what it can. It's the same thing with your cells. If you make your cells, if you leave them a long time without repairing, it can only repair them so much. That's why I push you guys to go to sleep at that same time, so you guys get into that habit.
Because
Get your rest.
Because most of my friends, like, sometimes stay up until midnight and then just sleep.
On school nights?
Sometimes.
And they get to school and they're tired? They're sleeping?
No, they're actually fully energized.
It was like right now it's fine, but it's fine because they're kids, but also it's not fine because you're building up the habit. You're building up a bad habit instead of building up a good habit. Okay? So a good habit is, all right, this is the time I'm going to go to sleep at every night, and I'm going to make sure I get 8+ hours of sleep tonight.
Well, you give us 9.
It's only for your own benefit, for better. If you don't watch all those kids that are not getting enough sleep, when they get older, their skin's gonna get all dried up and it's gonna look old. So if you want to stay looking young, which right now you think it doesn't matter, but later on you will feel like, oh shit. All right? So make sure sleep. Okay? If you do anything right, just make sure you do your sleeping right. Because that's where everything begins. You can think clearly, you're less irritable. Okay? So get your sleep. Don't be like those kids not going to sleep until midnight. Cause
like earlier today, I got a cut while I was trying to pull a truss out of the little thing.
okay. Go let him finish.
I had a cut right here that you can kind of see while I spreaded it, but now you can't since it's kind of got.
Well, it's part of what I'm telling you. How your cells, your white cells were ready for that. But if you're tired, even that could take a little longer. It might not be noticeable, but it might take a little longer than normal. You might not notice it. It might take, let's just say it probably take like 8 hours to heal. Now it's going to take like 10 hours to heal, which you probably won't notice it, right? Which is not much, but it's the delay. Okay? So make sure sleep is very important. Get your sleep.
Mostly the kids that stay up until like midnight or 10, their eyes are like really like
Oh yeah, sometimes
Puffy too, just because they're tired still.
and also sometimes a chance of being bloodshot red.
Well, that's because they're tired. Either tired or they're high. One or the other.
One of those.
they're higher than ours.
Anyways,
We're done.
sleep is the most important thing that you could do to your body. Because sleep and water.
Water's the most important.
Water,
and
sleep and water. All right.
We're done.
We're done for tonight.
All right. Bye. Let me turn it off.